Jay Blaze here and welcome to the show. Today I'm going to show you guys how to pass the ball better. What you want to do is go into exhibition, go down to practice, and you want to go into the practice setting. You want to work on your craft. If you go to normal, then you're going to have an offense and then you'll have a defense. On the right side is your offense. On the left side is your defense. So you want to take that into account when you set these things up. And if you choose the middle, it will be computer versus computer. Now, if you like a particular playbook but like a specific type of team, what you can do is go hit the X button, go down to advanced settings, then you can go to offense and you can actually pick the playbook that you want to use with that specific team that you want to use. So like I'm going with the Redskins because that's my favorite team, but I like the Chargers playbook. So I'm going to scroll over and I'm going to pick the Chargers playbook as my playbook. As you begin to pass on Madden 19, I suggest you go with a gun formation. Now the reason why you want to go in a gun formation gives you multiple options to choose from. I like to go with the formation of trips. TE flex. It has 12 plays in it. Alright. But the play I pretty much use out of this is PA shot crossers. Now, Charger wheel is a good play because the wheel route comes on the backside and the defense doesn't expect it. But let's pick Y out and up, and we're gonna put the defense on random play, so we can actually see, how each play does against any random play. Now, to back up to get a better camera angle, you press down on your control pad. Now, let's look at the route concepts. You have square that's on the in route, O that's on the in route. All right. Then you have X that's actually doing a up, out, and then up again. Now, what you want to do is change that to a street route. Now the way you want to change this route is to hit triangle, then select the receiver, which is X, and then press up on the directional pad, and that puts him in a streak route. He's going to run up the field vertically. Now why do you want to do that? It's because they're in a 2 deep safety set, which could mean cover 2, and in this year's Madden, cover 2 can be beat by the tight end running the seam route. Although the catch wasn't made, the play was actually there to be made. Now we can also send O on a streak route by pressing triangle, O, and then up, just to put pressure on the safeties. Let's see if those routes are open. Alright, they're not, so you can check it down by throwing the ball to the running back. And like I said, I have it on random. It looks like it may have been cover 2, so I tried it. Now, they're walking down. It looks like this is going to be man blitz. Now that he's walking these people down, it looks like it's man coverage, which it probably is. And he's probably sending a blitz. So I know I'm going to have to send this pass out hot, which means I'm going to have to throw this pass quickly. So I have X on the street and O on the street. One of these guys should be open, all right? So now, when I snap the ball, my first read is going to be X. And he has the ball, and he makes the catch. The reason why X was my first read is because he's highlighted in red. That's your primary receiver on any play, whomever is highlighted in red. But just because it's your primary doesn't mean that that should be your only read. Don't be afraid to throw the check down route. Right? A lot of times, man, Madden is about taking what the defense gives you. If you have an open release like R1, throw it to him. You can get 9-10 yards and live to fight another day. You want to take advantage of mismatches. If there's no one covering up the inside receiver, put him on a simple street and throw the ball to him. Let's try to play double end sell. The reason why I like this play is because you have the running back that's running to the flats and you have a tight end that's running to the flag for a flag route. And a flag used to be referred to as, back in the day, they used to have a flag in the end zone. So you run to the flag, that's a flag route. If you run to the inside on a deep slant, that's a post route because you run to the goal post. The concept of this route combination is if the safety or the cornerback, mainly the cornerback, goes to take on the tight end, then you have the underneath route, which he does. And the underneath is open. If he's in a hard cover 2 flat, he's going to take the running back and the tight end is going to be open. But the wonderful thing about this play is that you have 3 receivers that are going to run to the middle. First, the O is going to be in the middle of the field before any other 2 other receivers. So he's automatically one of your check down receivers that you can go to on this play. Now, if you have the pass protection, you can throw to square who's coming in late as a check down. I don't suggest you try to make this one of your reads, though. It just takes too long to develop. It's more so used as a bailout route. But if you want to throw across the middle, oh, it's pretty much going to be wide open unless they're manually using it. But if you want to hit square, what you need to do is to take O and put him in a street route so you can run the linebacker off so you can throw the square underneath. Now let's go to one of my favorite formations. That is strong eye, charger, wide post. I love the strong eye. I can run stretch out of it. I can pass to my fullback out of it. I can pass to my tight end out of it. It gives me a lot of options. Now, charger wide option, the X is on a post route, which means he runs up and then he goes towards the middle of the field on, a semi-deep slant. Now, what I like to do is to take my fullback and actually put him on a drag route, because a user defender will actually take the first route. And he's going to run with the tight end, which should leave the run R1 wide open. Put a move on, now you got 5 yards, maybe even 6. To put the fullback on a drag, I would hit triangle, the fullback's button, and then hit left, depending on where he is. If he's on the right side, you hit left. If he's on the left side, you hit right. And that's the side he's going to drag to. Now, let's just say that the user defender actually get hips to this route and he actually goes after the fullback on that drag route. Well, that's going to leave the tight end open right in the middle of the field. See how X is open? That's an instant first down, maybe even a touchdown if you have a fast enough tight end. You want to do high-low combination routes. You want to be able to attack the user defender low, run him off, and then go high. Or go high, he goes to the high route, and you have an underneath route. That's the high-low offense. Okay, let's say you get a particular look, and you want to put people on street routes. And you want to put everyone on street route. You put O on the street route, X on the street route, and you put square on the street route. Just by pressing triangle, the receivers icon, and pressing up on the D-pad. Now everyone is in a streak. Now if you want to see how fast your player is compared to the person that's defending him, you hold R2 and you press the right analog over to that player, and you can see the speed matchup. See, he's -4 speed to the cornerback. He's +2 speed against the cornerback, so he's +2 faster than the cornerback that's actually covering him. If nobody's open, throw the check down. That's all you have to do. Alright guys, I hope this passing tutorial has helped you out some. I want to give you guys just a general idea of how to actually be a better passer in Madden. You want to be able to make hot route adjustments. You want to be able to look at the defense and see and take what they're giving you. And don't be afraid to throw the check down. 5 yards is better than no yards or turnover or a sack. Alright, this is Jay Blaze. I'm hollering at you. Peace.